guys are all done. So I was reading Genesis to understand the backstory. I have actually a few questions.
Trying to see questions.
Questions,
Okay,
yeah. I'm just trying to see if I have them all. Yeah, so one of them was in Genesis 9. So, in Genesis 9, verse 20 to 29, it talks about Noah planting a vineyard and getting drunk. And then Canaan saw the nakedness of his Canaan, sorry. So in Genesis 9, verse 22, and Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. I don't understand exactly what he had done.
So you're not supposed to, it's against the law. It's in the law.
Oh.
You're not supposed to look upon your parents' nakedness.
Like literally like nakedness? Oh, I thought it was parabolic or something.
He has a wine.
You're not supposed to be there. He did it anyways.
Oh, okay. So
that was drunk, naked in his tent, and he looked upon his dad being naked.
Okay, fine. So then, Canaan was then cursed?
Not for smoke.
In what way?
It tells you the curses. Tell you that he cursed.
So just
what do you say? Read it.
And he said,
"Cursed be Canaan, a servant shall
be unto
his
brother."
Exactly.
So
you're slaves.
We are slaves?
No, Canaan. So-called Africans.
Okay, okay,
that's where they descend from, Canaan.
Now I understand. Okay.
So that's
stopped smoking for 10 years.
Wow.
Still killed him.
Still killed him.
Who killed him? Who killed him?
Of the law.
Right?
Go ahead.
This is Leviticus chapter 18,
Yeah.
Disobedient.
You're right,
6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am Yahweh.
He's an Israelite.
The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shall thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Well, Esau makes him think it's okay.
The law.
I think it's important
Esau's a
to point
sword.
out
That's his
that
job.
Yeah.
These
You want to follow him?
I mean, they're written at that time, but this was just common knowledge. It was something that they had already known.
Yeah, it's very true. Which shows you how defiled Esau is, man. Because that's instinct what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, it was instinctive to know that. Esau has you bathing with your 8-year-old child in the bathtub.
Just saying.
I see that shit. That's just fun.
Yeah, the law was always there. It was there, and it was like orally, passed down.
Hey, we're the only nation that was given to orally, and we wrote. The other nations were just beasts. They were just beasts. We had to explain it to them, and then for their sake we'd write it down. This is what you got to do. Right? But back then, as we know in spirit and in truth, we had a lot of signs, literal signs, if I may say, spiritual signs. Angels, it says in the scriptures, real quick, did you find it yet? It says it was a common thing for Jacob, right? For Jacob, if you understand what I'm saying. So literal Jacob and also the tribes to see angels.
Common.
Hey, when was the last time you saw an angel?
Yeah, for real.
Don't give me the answer. I don't want to know. Because my thumb is pointing back at me, right? So I'm cut.
No, I get that though. I get that. It's true.
I'm cut. But you know what? When I look out and I saw the chariots of retribution, I know that's Yahweh Shem Yeshai's business. And if you want to believe anything, like I said on the little clip, that's your business. But I know one thing, Yahweh is in control of your business.
Yep.
What was the next question?
And my business.
It's just a clarification. So in Genesis 7, chapter 7, verse 2, It says, of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female. The beast is just basically saying human beings,
No
correct?
animals.
No, those are animals there in
The
that
context of
context.
the story is Noah in the ark, right?
Khan, yeah.
Yeah, so there's only 8 souls. So the beast is talking about a literal beast.
Yeah.
Every clean, so
Take your time.
okay, so then it says, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female.
Yeah.
So how do you define like the clean beast and the not clean beast?
Well, again, it goes back to the law.
The law, okay,
It
Khan,
was
so
written
like,
in there.
for example, the clean beast would be like the fish, or
With
like,
scales.
with scales and fins.
So like pork, a
would
pig.
be a not clean.
Exactly.
Khan, so that's
Right? A cow would be a clean animal.
Okay, Khan.
Right? It gives a classification in Leviticus.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there you go.
12.
Okay,
Chapter 12, chapter
I thought it was
19.
parabolic for human and so male.
Oh no, you're in the wrong
See,
chapter.
and that's why you need a teacher, though,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. I'll go
It can
to-
take you.
Yeah.
It can take you left, and you think it's parabolic. It can take you right, you think it's literal. You
Khan.
never know.
Yeah, in the Lord's economy, we are represented as man.
Yeah.
And right, we are a man. We walk upright in
Yeah.
spirit and in truth. Now the nations are beasts. They're on all fours.
Yeah.
That's what he was getting into, or asking about rather. But this is talking about the literal creatures. Hey, by the way, Beastman is worse than those creatures.
Beastman?
Yeah, you know who
Yeah,
that is?
that's who you're talking about. That's who you want to inquire about.
Yeah,
The
who's the
so-called white
serpent?
man, Esau.
Esau.
There you go. He's worse
Right?
than them. He's worse than those animals.
Like here you have
Yeah.
here, like this beast kingdom, like this beast kingdom here is worse than the actual animals that we're reading about. They're worse than them. There's no comparison. This man is a faggot. Hey, gay penguins telling you that penguins are gay?
That's messed up. When did that come out?
This fucker. Hey, this guy is evil. Listen, no, I was so mad because I'm reading it and I'm going, all these fuckers that are talking about this, I'm older than all of you. And you're trying to tell me that the penguins are gay? You lock them up in a cage. You lock them up in a cage together, and right?
That's
You're wicked as hell.
man.
You're pure evil,
yeah, man.
right?
That's really messed up.
This beast system is worse than those animals, brother. Go ahead and give me.
I got a precept here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds.
Okay, beautiful scripture.
So,
Hold on, it's done. It's not done.
it's not done.
There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Right?
All right, want to break it down?
Yeah. So like there's a.
from the top. Yeah, take your time.
Okay, so I'll read. Okay, I'll read it again. All flesh is not the same flesh, right? But there is one kind of flesh of men. So, human beings. It's talking about men that stand on their 2 feet, right? We're all of one flesh. And then it says, but there is another flesh of beasts, and that goes into like the cattle, the things that move on all fours, dogs, cats,
Their meat's different.
right? Another of fishes, so you have different fishes that are in the ocean, and another of birds, so you have different species of birds. There are also celestial bodies, so are like angels, like spirits, right? That goes on the right and the left, and bodies terrestrial. The terrestrial is us, right? Terrestrial, and but the glory of the celestial is one. So there's only one celestial. They have their glory, which is they sit up. They don't need to eat.
Yeah, or rest, workouts,
Yeah.
none of that.
They don't go to the bathroom up there.
Nope.
Okay, they don't have to do that. Okay.
And the glory of terrestrial is another. So us, we're terrestrial because we're actually made of the earth. We need to eat. We need fire. We need food, clothing.
Okay,
Well, these vessels are Yahushua came in
Yes.
the flesh.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're not.
Which proves that Yahushua, he was born of the flesh, as opposed to this doctrine that they have as being what's the term I'm looking for?
Born of an angel.
Immaculate conception.
Immaculate deception.
Yeah, immaculate deception.
Deception.
That proves that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
Immaculate
point.
deception.
That's a good point, actually.
Yep.
And yeah, those are the two main questions I had. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So, So like the scripture he gave you is just to define the many beasts that he had. Like beasts, I guess, clean, unclean, right? They all had their order, basically. That was all your question?
Those are all my questions, yeah.
You can go Immaculate Conception. We could break that down.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll start at Luke 2 and 17 because this is the birth of Yahushua, right? It says here.
You still got Jason believing it. It's crazy. Yeah, here you are coming out the natural way. Anyways, go ahead.
Alright. So it says here, Luke chapter 2 verse 15, and it came to pass as the angels were gone away from them